So hi guys, today I'm in Ellora Caves and this is the 16th cave in the Ellora.
Ellora is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Aurangabad. It is one of the largest rock-cut monastery temple cave complexes in the world, featuring Hindu, Buddhist and Jain monuments and artwork dating from the 600 to 1000 CE. There are over 100 caves at the site, all excavated from the basalt cliffs in the Tirunelveli hills, 34 of which are open to public. Each group representing deities and mythologies prevalent in the first millennium CE as well as monasteries of each respective religion.
So guys, this is the complete view of Ellora Cave number 16, which is the Kailash temple. You know, the speciality of this is it was built from top to bottom, not bottom to top but top to bottom.
Cave number 16 particularly features the largest single monolithic rock excavation in the world, which is called as Kailash Temple, a chariot-shaped monument dedicated to Lord Shiva. The Kailash temple excavation also features sculptures depicting the gods, goddesses and mythologies found in Vaishnavism, Shaktism as well as relief panels summarizing the two major Hindu epics. Cave 16 is a particularly notable cave temple in India as a result of its size, architecture and having been entirely carved out of a single rock. The Kailash temple is inspired by Mount Kailash is dedicated to Shiva. The construction of the temple has been attributed to the Rashtrakuta king Krishna I, but elements of Pallava architecture have also been noted. These Ellora caves were built close to one another and illustrate the religious harmony that existed in ancient India. All of the Ellora monuments were built during the Rashtrakuta dynasty, which constructed the part of the Hindu and Buddhist caves, and the Yadava dynasty has constructed a number of Jain caves. Funding for the construction of the monuments was provided by royals, traders and the wealthy of the region.
So guys, this Ellora was built by the Rashtrakuta kingdom, Rashtrakuta dynasty kings, and you know, seeing as the beauty of this monument shows a lot of sculptured things about the society at that time society. Aurangzeb was jealous and has destroyed our temple in this way, you can see. So for about 3 years, the people from the Aurangzeb had tried to destroy this temple, but they couldn't they couldn't destroy this place. So we are the winners, and it was accepted as a UNESCO World Heritage Center.
Although the Ellora caves served as monasteries, temples and a rest stop for pilgrims, the site's location on an ancient South Asian trade route also made it an important commercial center in the Deccan region. It is 29 kilometers northwest of Aurangabad and about 300 kilometers northeast of Mumbai. Today, the Ellora caves along with the nearby Ajanta caves are a major tourist attraction in the Marathwada region of Maharashtra, and it is a protected monument under the Archaeological Survey of India.
So guys, I'm here in the Ellora caves, cave number 15. Here you have all halls, and it is also called as Dasavatara cave because of we have here descriptions of Dasavataras of Vishnu, and here it is the Natya Mandapam where dances have been conducted or practiced. So this is Natya Mandapam.
Dasavatara cave. It has cells and a layout plan that is similar to Buddhist caves 11 and 12. Which suggests this cave was intended to be a Buddhist cave. However, the presence of non-Buddhist features such as a Nritya Mandapa, which is a monolithic mandapa, Large sculptural panels between the wall columns on the upper floor illustrate a wide range of themes, including the 10 avatars of Vishnu. According to Kumaraswamy, the finest relief of this cave is the one depicting the death of Hiranyakashipu, where Vishnu in man-lion form emerges from a pillar to lay a fatal hand upon his shoulder. Other reliefs in Cave 15 include the Gangadhara, marriage of Shiva and Parvati, Tripurantika of Shakti tradition, Markandeya, Garuda, aspects of life, Nandi in Mandapa, dancing Shiva, Andakasura, Govardhanadhari, Gajendra Varada, and others. Other notable caves are the Ravan Ki Khai, which is cave number 14, and the Nilakanta, which is cave number 22, both of which have numerous sculptures. It was initially thought that the Buddhist caves were created between 5th and 8th centuries, with caves 1 to 5 in first phase and 6 to 12 in the later phase. But modern scholarship now considers the construction of Hindu caves to have been before the Buddhist caves. The earliest Buddhist cave is cave 6, then 5, 2, 3, 5, which is a ring wing, then 4, 7, 8, 10 and 9 caves, with the caves 11 and 12 also known as Dotal and Tintal respectively being the last. Caves 11 and 12 are 3-storied Mahayana monastic caves with idols, mandalas carved into the walls, and numerous goddesses and bodhisattva-related iconography belonging to Vajrayana Buddhism. These are compiling evidence to suggest that Vajrayana and Tantra ideas of Buddhism were well established in South Asia by the 8th century CE. Caves 1 to 9 are all monasteries, while Cave 10, the Vishwakarma cave, is a major Buddhist prayer hall. Caves 5, 10, 11 and 12 are architecturally important Buddhist caves.
So guys, I am in the cave number 5 and you can see a big dining hall of the Buddhist monks. See. And this is the largest cave in the Ellora. It's a dining hall.
Cave 5 is unique among the Ellora caves as it was designed as a hall with a pair of parallel refractory benches in the center and a Buddha statue in the rear. This cave and Cave 11 of the Kanhari caves are the only 2 Buddhist caves in India arranged in such a way. 11 out of 12 Buddhist caves consist of viharas or monasteries with prayer halls, large multi-storied buildings carved into the mountain face including living quarters, sleeping quarters, kitchens and other rooms. The monastery caves have shrines including carvings of Gautama Buddha, Bodhisattva and saints. In some of these caves, sculptors have endeavored to give the stone the look of wood.
So guys, as in Ajanta, we are also having viharas here in Ellora. So you can see a room in which the Buddhist monks take rest, and see here the holes, they got some holes. Maybe to keep their so these are all the viharas of the Buddhist monks. This is cave number 2.
So this is all about Ellora caves, and my next video is about Daulabad Fort in Aurangabad, then Nashik and Mumbai. So until then, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know about my videos on travel, there is a travel vlog in my playlist. So all my video links are there in my description box below. You can follow them and have a happy and safe journey.